Hey, Coach Prime Fanatics. Welcome to episode 22 of Coach Prime Fanatics. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to talk about the subject matter of fight for what's right. That's one of the principles that we're going to pull and highlight today from the book Elevate and Dominate by Coach Prime. We're also going to talk about another branding and marketing strategy today, and also another featured character trait. All right. So if you have any questions or anything or comments about anything we talk about, you know the drill. Just place your comment, even if you're watching by replay, like most of you do. Um, also, like, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to us on YouTube. You can also follow Coach Prime Fanatics on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can also click on the bell notification on YouTube as well, so you can get notified when we go live. All right, so let's dive right into this. We are working together as a community to grow into individuals who are winners, right? We are um, Coach Prime Fanatics. I mean, we're fans of Coach Prime and what he's doing. We take coaching from Coach Prime, not directly, but indirectly, from a distance, if you will, through his books, through the content that's released out on social media platforms, through all of his engagements, his speeches, all of those things, but we learn different life principles, even character principles, even branding and marketing principles and strategies that we pick up on from Coach Prime. And then we have some within our community of resources that we share with you that are in alignment with the things that Coach Prime shares. It's all designed to help you to win. Okay, this is what we're all about. And to successfully win, you have to be able to set worthwhile goals, make progress towards those goals, and then achieve those worthwhile goals. This is what winners do. You have to have a target. If you don't have a target, then you won't be able to see where you're going. And if you can't see where you're going, then you can't ever get there, right? If you don't have a place to go to and know and be able to see where it's leading to. So winners set goals, winners progress towards those goals and achieve those goals. In order to become a winner, we have to develop into a winner. All right. It's just like professionalism in anything. To develop into a professional at anything, you have to develop into a professional. You have to have that pro mindset, skill set, and two set, just like you have to have that winning mindset, skill set, and two set. That's why we cover these life principles, so you can develop that winning mindset. Winning starts in the mind. That's why we talk about the brand marketing strategies, because we have to develop that skill set. We talk about the character building tools and traits because you have to develop that winning tool set. Character is like the foundation for the winning that's going to take place in your life and business. Everything is rooted in character, because character is what we utilize as a tool to make decisions. Character is what we utilize as a tool to take action. Our character is the foundation to it all. And there's some positive character traits of a winner. All right, and that's what we talk about today. So let's dive right into the life principle for today. We go to the Coach Prime Fanatics community over at coachprimefanatics.com, and this is where we can access all of the resources needed to win. All right, so life coaching. Let's go to resources and then life coaching. We're going to open up this 21 principle game plan to win. And then let's get after it. I think it's number 18. You can always go back to this document and access these principles and the 5 takeaways that Coach Prime shares from the book. But don't forget, if you hadn't gone through the book, that's where all the details are. So we are on number 16, not 18. Fight for what's right. Takeaway number 1. Coach Prime says you've got to fight for what you know is right. A fight doesn't have to be a heat of the moment thing or a physical altercation. It can be choosing to stand up for someone who needs your support. It can mean never giving up on your coworkers or your teammates. It can mean sending or standing up to oppression and injustice. All right, so that's great right there. Takeaway number 2. Yeah, and that just reminds me of this famous quote. I forget who says it, but anyway, the quote talks about if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Remember that? So that's what it means. Fight for what's right. That's what Coach Prime is alluding to right here in this takeaway. Stand for something, or you a fall for anything. Whether that something is oppression, injustice, you're standing up in support of a friend, a family member, or you're not giving up on a teammate or a coworker, as mentioned here. That's what it's saying. You're standing for something, or you're gonna end up falling for everything that comes about. You won't have any. You won't have any direction of your own. Talking about setting goals, the person who doesn't stand for something is probably the person who doesn't have any goals set. All right, and they'll just end up going with the wind, with anything, with any circumstance that's going on, or they wake up and just find out, let things come to them instead of going out with a purpose to the world. So that's what you want to be, and that's what you want to do. You want to stand for something. All right, fight for what's right. Now, takeaway number 2: if you choose not to fight at the moment of truth, if you put your head down because you don't want to get involved, that decision will haunt you. When you're fighting for what's right, you're never going to feel more alive than at that moment, at the moment of truth. Yep, the moment of truth. That reminds me, just thinking about that reminds me how discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. You're gonna, if you don't stand up at the moment of truth, when it's time to stand up for something, right? That's why Coach Prime right here is saying that decision will haunt you. You're never gonna feel more alive than at the moment when you're fighting for what's right, when you're standing up for something that you believe in, standing up for a cause, when you're courageous, even though you might be afraid, right? That's a character trait right there. You're standing up. But if and it takes discipline to fight for what's right. It takes discipline to stand up. But if you don't do it and you end up regretting it, that's going to weigh tons because of the refusal to put forth the effort to be disciplined, which is just a lower weight. It's ounces. So choose to carry the discipline, choose to develop the character, choose to become courageous, as opposed to regret, because regret weighs tons, but discipline weighs ounces. All right. So that just came to mind. I just wanted to share that. I hope you understand that. Takeaway number 3: conflict is everywhere these days. In the workplace, within your family, sometimes in your own head. The key to resolving it is honest communication and honest listening, while always keeping things respectful and professional. All right. Yep. Be honest. Be honest. That's a part of standing up for something, fighting for what is right. Being honest. You have to stand for what's right. You have to stand up for something. Are you gonna fall for anything? Falling for anything is being dishonest. That tends to lead to conflict. You can be conflicted in your own head. You can cause conflict around you in your family because you refuse to communicate honestly and to listen honestly. And still be respectful and professional. Always be caring and concerning towards others. You have to be honest. Takeaway 4 says, be on the right side of history. Don't let the bad guys win, man. Don't be okay when something is wrong. Stand up for what is right and make sure other people join that fight. You get a committed group of people coming together for a cause, man, you can change the world. Making history. And that's what Coach Prime is doing right now with the winning program that he's developing over at CU Buffs, Colorado football, right? The CU Buffs. So follow his example. Look at what he's doing. He's on the right side of history. He's not sticking with the status quo of how things have always been. He's flexible, he's pliable, he's looking to just do whatever is necessary to have the greatest impact on young men and in the people that's contributing to the winning program that he's establishing. He's not afraid to tackle something when it's wrong or when it's not popular. He's standing up for what's right, and he's making sure that other people are joining in the fight because he's honestly communicating. He's honestly listening, like and he's doing it with respect and professionalism. So you could do the same thing, you know, become a part of something, become a part of a committed group of people who's working together and coming together for a cause. And when you do that, you can change the world. Takeaway number 5 says most people won't be looking for a fight in the workplace or out in public. But if the fight comes to you and the safety of you and your loved ones are at stake, man, you need to be prepared. That means staying in great, or as he says, good physical shape. Don't take the easy way out. After work, start a regimen of walking, running, cycling, or working out with weights. The physical conditioning will make you mentally sharp and confident. If you are forced into a challenging situation, you'll be prepared. All right. That is it. That was awesome. That was super awesome. All right. So now let's go into the branding and marketing strategy for today. We'll pop back into the resources, and then we're going to go to business coaching. And let's go to the 33 ways to brand yourself online. That's what we've been going through. It's an ebook there. It's a personal ebook of mine. I do marketing coaching and training online for affiliate marketing business professionals, and this is the strategies that I share and teach. And it applies to our community as well, right here at Coach Prime Fanatics. And we are on strategy number 16. Yes, number 16, learn to control your Google search results. Search your Google results often to identify what others see when searching your name. Manage negative links by publishing more content on your marketing hub. News media releases and social media content submissions are other excellent ways to replace a negative online presence. All right, so you're flushing out the negative with the positive. That's all this is saying right here. So that when people search your name, you can control the narrative, but you have to publish content. All right. You have to make submissions to replace the negative online presence. First impression is important for your personal brand. A less than desirable online presence can ruin your reputation. Make it your goal to fill the first page of Google search results for your name with as many positive results as possible. I like it. All right. Control your narrative. Control your narrative. All right. Let's go back into resources, and then we're going to character coaching now. We're going to go to these 21 character affirmations. And these affirmations are super awesome. We should be on number 5. No, we're on what? Yeah, 15. Because we did humble. So this one says, I am optimistic. I look on the bright side of things. I find what is positive in every situation and event. I anticipate the best possible outcome. I am optimistic. I want to read that again and think about it and say it out loud. You can just say it multiple times a day. I am optimistic. And what does that mean? I look on the bright side of things. There's always a bright side, right? There's a dark side and a bright side. You can choose which side you look on, regardless of how bad things seem, what it looks like. You can choose to be optimistic. That's a positive character trait, that you have to develop. It doesn't just occur on its own. You have to develop this. You have to practice it. You got to say it. You got to think about it. You got to do it on purpose. Look on the bright side of things. I find what is positive in every situation and event. Yes, that's a positive and a negative side of every event, every situation. And guess what? character is a choice. And just like with optimism, you can choose. You can be pessimistic or optimistic. It's a choice. But the optimist looks on the bright side of things, finds what is positive. You see that word? I like how it says find what is positive, meaning it might not be obvious to you right away sometimes. It can be like that, but you can find it. You have to put the effort to find what is positive in every single situation and event that you find yourself in. So find it. You might not have to look for long. You might not have to look too far and wide and deep. It may be right there on the surface, but you still have to find it. Put forth some effort into finding the positive side of things in every situation and event. And then finally, anticipate the best possible outcome. I like that, because we can anticipate the worst, or we can choose to anticipate the best. The optimistic person chooses to anticipate, to expect the best possible outcome. And that doesn't mean that you're not recognizing reality, or you're not recognizing. Yes, there is a reality of the worst possible outcome and the best possible outcome. But if you're going to put your energy towards anticipating something or expecting something, why not anticipate the best possible outcome? Because it's an option. You want the best possible outcome? And so why not anticipate it? Put your energy and your efforts towards the thing that you want. And the best possible outcome is something that a winner wants. All right. So that is it when it comes to principles, strategies, and traits for today. I'm going to go back into the community, and now I just want to highlight, outside of knowing within the resources section, there's other resources you can take advantage of, but in the programs, you can go here, and this is where you can get the latest and greatest CU Bus football media content to keep up with what's going on in the program. Today was actually day one of football camp. So I'm going to actually go and update each one of these content media programs with the content that they're going to put up today from the coverage of day one of the football camp. So that's going to be exciting. Keep up with it. Just came out of 6 or 7 weeks of summer workouts, which was very exciting. You can go and explore the content for that, to take a look back, and then you can then look forward to what's to come, and start consuming the content and staying abreast of what's going on with this fall camp, because it's going to be super exciting. Winning is taking place every single day, and it's exciting to become a part of it. All right, so I'm gonna see if we have any questions or comments from today from anybody. If not, no big deal. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in episode 23, where we're gonna do the same thing, where we're gonna talk about the principle, strategy, and trait of the day, and we're gonna talk about the program updates, maybe a little bit of content, what's going on with fall camp, all to keep you informed and to keep you on a path of winning in life and business. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.